Hello my crafty friends, it's Krista here from Second Chance Creation. Alrighty, I'm back. As promised, I was hoping to have these done last night, but it's Monday morning here and I'm having my coffee. These are my little accordion style pocket journals, and I got this idea from Bohemian Crafting, and that was before Christmas. So and it's just a large white envelope. It's folded and cut in a way that it has an accordion style, and you can use both sides. They have each have 4 signatures, 2 on one side, 2 on the other, and they each hold 5 pages. So you've got 20, 40, 60, 80 front and back, plenty of to journal on, and also lots of tags. And the whole idea is so you can just grab it and put it in your bag and take it with you anywhere. So really love that idea, and it's used up some of my envelopes. I've still got lots of other envelopes, but I don't like to do a lot of mass making. I like to sort of keep my interest going. And I've been involved in mass making in the when I was in the production industry. You know, you had to make so many thousands, hundreds. So I don't do that much of a mass making. So it's always a sort of a one-off. So yeah, so let's get into it. And I've used a couple of digital kits in here that I purchased early last year. One was from Angie Garcia Art, which is also used to be known as the Mountain Girl, Angie the Mountain Girl. And also digital kit from Lorna from Tailor Made Journals. And that's about it, I think. Yes, and I also used her wallpaper kit with also some of the photos that are in there. So yeah, so let's get into it. And the rest is all just scraps and bits and pieces that I've had, and to put them together. So let's do Angie's one first, because it has more of the grungy look. And I'm just going to check my camera on the phone just to make sure that it's close up. Oh yes, cool. All right. Ties, or the little ties, are all removable. Okay. And look at the yumminess of these. So you know, you have 2 little signatures on this end, and then 2 signatures in the middle. And I'm going to leave the link to Bohemian Crafting, and you can go and check it out, and also Angie's channel as well. So okay, so I've used one of my clusters that I did a long time ago, and I've got to make some more because I've run out now. This is from a tapestry magazine, and did a fair bit of collage, bit of corrugated cardboard, and just using up my little bits and bobs from necklaces and some little key charm. And this one actually has corners, little metal corners, and the background is some of Angie's papers. All right, so let's venture in. But look at the paper, isn't it just super gorgeous? Okay, just loved it. This came out of a magazine, and I fussy cut that and backed it onto some cardstock, and yeah, used it as a little pocket. It's got a little ticket there, and one of my little envelope flips that you all know about. So various bits of paper, scrap bits of paper, great way to use them up. So here's our first pocket, and here I've used I found a box of clear films that you use for overhead screens, and I printed on this one. It was a trial, came out purple, didn't like it, but I kept it, and it really fitted in with the papers from Angie. So yeah, so, and this one of course is the tag that you can pull out. I said this is the tag that you can pull out. Yes, somewhere. Why isn't it pulling? Oh yes, it is. Just a tight fit, I think. Just a plain tag that you can journal on and use. Each tag's got a little scrap from the papers from the digital kit. So yeah, so I want to put them back in there, and this has got a little flip. Okay, And then here we have another tag. Really, they're not that hard to get out. It's just me early in the morning. Keep that there so I know where I'm at. And again, and I've just and they're just embossed, and use some of the papers. And this one is also the little tuck spot. Look at it, isn't it just gorgeous? And they're just bits of offcuts of ephemera that I had, and just made that into a little tuck spot there. A little flip here, and then the middle here has a pocket. I've popped the little notebook in there. Here's that pianola paper. I think that's how you pronounce it. My words just get all mashed up in my mouth. And isn't this paper just super gorgeous? Just love it. Okay, and that just pops back in there. Now this one here, look at this little closure. It's from a soft drink can. The little, you know, pull flips and pull tags. And I was watching Bohemian Crafting, how she made these, and I was just so flabbergasted with it. I had to make some. So that's what that is. And you just put her aside, a little original ticket, and okay, and then that created a tuck spot, because that's part of the keeping the brad hidden away. And yes, and then you've got a little tuck spot there, and I've just so this is from like a paper pad, and you just pop that back under here and under here, and just close it. I mean, how cool is that? How cool is that? Love it. Here I've used the backing of the rubber stamps, the clear plastic sheets, and this is the shape of a leaf. And again, here put a bit of tissue paper over the top, but look at the lovely papers, and a ticket, and just a little scrap of ledger paper, I think it was, but of course it says artist's credit. There you go. I thought, oh well, that's cool, that'll just pop in there. And then on this side you have another flip, another journaling card. Don't they look pretty? Okay. And just pulls out like this. Plenty of writing space. And then the back cover, I've made another pocket, and this is out of a diary. No, this was a paper pad. And look at the papers, isn't that cool? And another one of my paper clusters. Did a fair bit of collage here. This is corrugated cardboard. And you've got to flip her over. And we have another tag. Okay. And some tickets. And this little die cut here, I've had that for about 5 years, believe it or not, in my box of all bits and pieces. I thought, right, it's time for you to get out of there. And look at the beautiful paper there. And they're just little bits and bobs of tickets. This is an original one. And they just pop in there. More journaling spot here. I've made a little pocket. Another ticket. It's also a flip. This music paper here is cool. Someone's handwriting in here. It's the middle of the signature. A lot of my coffee dyed papers, flips. Some of them I've left because, you know, you can use that extra paper. And here we have another tag. And this is just a little flip out of an old diary. And I purposely put my baby wipe on that to give it a bit of a effect. Pop it over, and there's another tag. Love these little dots. I made this out of a magazine and I cut it out because it had like a front of an envelope on it with some masking tape that I sort of made into like a washi tape thing. Here's another one of those stamps. Got to keep that there to make sure it's in frame. And I've just put a little tag in there and some scrappy bits of paper. I think they look so cute. And here's the other side of some more journaling space. Yeah, this is one of my labels that I made little clusters. I might just better put that back like that. And then on the back here, this is from my stamp as well. And the paper is just so gorgeous. And this is an original tea card. Wildlife in danger. So where that's aren't they gorgeous? And that just pops in there, just like that. And that's the front. I mean, how cool are they? And you know, they can just stand up like this, but they're compact. You know, you can take them in the travels, and I think they're awesome. Okay, so that's Angie's. Now we're getting to shabby. We all like our shabbies, don't we? I'm just going to check my camera. Sorry, folks. Oh, yep. Have I got that right? Just there. Yep. Okay. And yeah, so seam binding comes off. This is one of my little paper beads that I made. Simple. These have got some really pretty appliques, and Tailor-Made Journals has got some really cool like antique wallpaper digital kit, and I use that throughout because I did this first because I really like that, and then I needed those colours, and of course her kit, you know, lend itself to the colours that I was using. And a little bit of collage here, and I do think that's one of her photos as well. And isn't this pretty? Isn't this just super? And this is the first signature, and I've made a little pocket. This is from my magazine, and I just made a little booklet out of it. Just tuck that in here. So again, you know, lots of room to journal on. Here we have our first little series of tags. Now these tags, I've printed this on that plastic film for overhead, you know, overhead screens, and come out really cool. And I used the wallpaper digital kit behind it with the dots. Absolutely loved it. And it looked too plain here. I just did a bit of collage there, and then part of the kit wallpaper. And will I put it back in here so I don't lose its space? Yep. Okay. So here we have a little flip. Okay, and you've got some extra paper in here. What's this? It's come in some Happy Mail. It looks like an original piece. And this was out of a craft magazine. I think it was a decoupage magazine, and I've cut that out and used that on there. And this is a postcard. Okay, it just goes in here and holds it all in place. And then this one has, oh, we've got another tag here. I think that's on the other side. Little flip. Here I've made a doily pocket, paper doily, and made this little booklet because I had a little piece of scrap of the digital kit left. My little booklet, and that goes in the first part. And the back here is a orchard playing card. There's two ladies here, and I backed it up with some paper so you can actually journal on that. And that is from, you know, these ones. Okay. And just a little flip, and I do think there's another, oh no, that's the other side. forgotten what these were all about, but anyway, it's all good. You can take them out either way, it doesn't really matter. And this is the end signature, and I just put some photo corners. This is the antique wallpaper, and also one of Lorna's digital kits with all the ladies. So she has various sizes, so you can have little portrait photos or bigger photos. And there's so many of them, I never go through them. And I've made a little pocket there, pop that in here. Okay, and there you go to the other side, and you've got another lady. Isn't she gorgeous? I might leave them out so that I can see them. Again, I used, this was scrapbook paper, background, and I used a piece of tissue paper that had sort of like scribble on it. Isn't that lovely? And then I've just backed it. Part of the kit. And part of the kit here, and this is gorgeous too. And here I've made like a little hidden tuck, just put a slit in it, and I fussy cut out one of these flowers and just pop that on there, and it just slides in here. And then this side is, we have another photo here, another tag. Isn't she gorgeous? Beautiful. And here got an envelope, the paper scrap. Again, this is part of the kit, wallpaper kit. I think it's called antique wallpaper kit. Antique wallpaper, I think she's named it. And then here we have another tag. I don't know whether I took that out or not. Sorry folks. Here's the yellow one. And this one I've made it so you can flip out and pop one of my stamps on there, original stamp. Isn't this gorgeous? Absolutely love it. And what I did here was, because I didn't want these dots, they came out all different on the, oh, that's what I meant to say. They came out on the face in various different places. So I actually backed that with a bit of paper. Okay, separate paper, so that you don't see those dots through here. And the same with this one. Okay, that is just part of the, I think that was just part of the, yeah, part of the photo. But again, I just made it so you don't see any of the dots on the face. And here I've made it so there's no dots on the face, so I've put some paper behind it for this and the face. But I've left the dots on the skirt, and I used paper on the arms as well. So it was a bit fiddly, but it was all good. Wallpaper. So here's another little journaling signature. This is one of the Lorna Tainell's little photos, and I've just made that into a flip out, and then you just tuck that in there. I just use that there as a bit of decoration. This is part of it as well. And here I had some left over and made it into a little envelope style and just decorate with a bit of lace. And then we have another, look at this, isn't she gorgeous? I've left the dots on here, but and I've positioned in such a way that the hands were free, but I must have moved this, and I used a piece of plain paper for the face so the dots don't come through the face and make it look a bit weird and wonderful. So yes, she's gorgeous. Okay, and I do believe that's it. Yes, nice. So this has got 4 tags, and but lots of other journaling spots that you can use. Comes out nice and compact. See if I can put these back in here. So the pockets, there's plenty of pockets there. I mean, you can put, you know, bits and bobs wherever you like them, wherever you like to put tags. You can put 2 in one pocket if you like. one? Is this one the pocket? Yes, it is. Just like that. How cool is that? They were really fun to make. And they didn't really take me that long. The first one did, but then, you know, you get on a roll. And once you sort of know what you want as a theme, you know, they go quick. Sorry. This is a beautiful vintage piece of lace here. And I've just put a bit of, you know, necklace, remnants of a necklace on there. Here I've used a foam petal of a foam flower, and I used one of my glue seals that I made. Popped the little embroidery flower in there, stamp and pressed it down with the button that had all these ridges. And I'm just going to make sure that that camera shows it up. Oh, sorry. And the ridges, and then I just highlight it with a bit of gold acrylic paint. A bit of collage here. Fabric, sandwich some fabric in between. Okay, and again this one stands out as well. It's a little bit different, so let's have a look. Here's the really cool closure again, and I used a little pearl braid and just a bit of ephemera, still from Lorna Taylor's digital kit. And this was from a magazine. I cut that out. So it looks like a front of an envelope. Each signature on this one has got that beautiful tissue paper that I purchased from Kerry from Which Crafts Do You Do, and I'll leave her link in the description box as well. Anyone that I mention, I'll leave in the description box. And just a little flip. Old diary from 2017. And I think this was the backing of a paper pad, I think, yes. So yes, so tissue paper here, and then we have a little tag here, and it's just a flip out. Okay, like a little, yeah, so I thought that was pretty cool. And just popped a bit of lace on that. This is part of like a library card type thing. And then here we have another tag as well. I mean, you can take them out from either side, it doesn't really matter, but I thought if I do it now, I don't have to do it in the next lot. Here you have a little tuck spot with just little bits and pieces in here. Another one of those things that were gifted to me a long time ago, and Happy Mum, I've had that for years, and I finally attacked my box of bits and pieces. And the middle has a little pocket, and again, you've got, you know, just some scrappy bits of paper in there. Made that into like a little envelope, and that just pops in there. One of my little label clusters, it's actually a flip, little tag. Is that a tag? No, that's attached to it. Here's another one. This was just out of a 6x6 paper pad. And here we have a little pocket ticket, little booklet. Oh, so cute, so cute. And this is one of my little paper clusters that I made quite a while ago. I'll tell you what it is because you might be interested of what I use. This is the label. This is a book page from, I think it had like ashes and wood and stuff in it, and the background really intrigued me. This is a skeleton cutout from a die cut that I did, and had all these cutouts in it, and I kept the scraps, and I've popped in two little faces from my book. Tiny little tag. Sorry, did I miss that? Tiny little tag here. Okay. So yeah, so that's what that's made from. It's got 1, 2, 3, 4 bits on a label. All right. I've still got to I have to make some more because I'm starting to run out of these. So I hope you were able to see that. I'm just going to put that there so you can see it. Okay, and again the other part, this little journaling spot here, pretty little, did a bit of collage there. This is from Tailor Made Journals as well. Another flip, again, came from a card making magazine, I think. That was a card making magazine, I can't remember. Anyway, I cut that out because it looked like a front of an envelope and turned it into a flip. And here you've got another little tag, pops open. Okay. And that's the back. Again, fabric sandwiched through, did a fair bit of collage here. This is actually little bits of washi tape that I had left that was on a package that was sent to me quite a while ago. And here's another tag. This was wrapping paper, and I copied it onto my coffee dyed paper, and then I accidentally, I had my baby wipe on there and it took out the colours, but it made a pretty cool effect. So, you know, it's all usable, isn't it? And here's the next signature. This is napkin, did a bit of collage there, little pocket left over. This was actually a tag and I flipped it over. A perfume bottle there, lots of papers, different papers, a little flip, and just did a bit of collage there, little tag, beautiful. Did it come out? No, it doesn't come out, and you've got another tag here. Like I said, these were really fun to make. Bit fiddly, and this is the middle where the other booklet is in, the envelope is in, and just a little tuck, part of the wallpaper. Next journaling part, little pages there, I won't go through all of them. This is a glassine bag that was sent to me with some goodies in it, a bit of washi tape, lace, a label, a bit of my fabric. It holds a little tag here, okay, and I just turn the ends off, make it look like a little collar, and another tag here. Oh, that's the other tag, okay, so that should be going in here. And that's the end of that one. So I hope you like the walkthrough on these. These were really fun to make. It took a bit of time with the first one, but then once you get onto a roll, they're okay. And once you sort of know the theme, what you want to go for, you know, it's all good. So yeah, so that's that collection. And of course, the other video I won't do till tonight. I better drink some of this coffee. Is the little altered suitcase, and I'll show you what I've used to give the burnt effect of the suitcase. And that particular suitcase has a journal and bits and bobs in it from the ashes, and it's a story about a girl by the name of April. So, but you'll see all that. I'll do the video tonight because it might be a long one. All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for watching. Thanks for supporting my channel. These will be in my Etsy store. Now remember, these are quite chunky, so the postage is going to be just normal postage. I think it's in a little padded bag. I think it's about $9. So, but yeah, so you know, but I've kept them at a good price so that everyone can enjoy them. All right then, until next time. Well, actually tonight when I make the big reveal of the from the ashes. Until then. Have a great day. I'm back in the garden. Bye for now.